Good evening and welcome to CityCast. I am Sanchit Khanna.
And I am Rishika Sadam. This time we shift our focus from Lok Sabha elections to far-off Crimea. We bring you an exclusive story of Bangalore students trapped in the remote war.
Crimea's decision to join Russia might seem like a far-off incident.
Several Indian students in Crimea, some of whom are from Bangalore, are worried about Crimea's decision to join Russia as they are not sure what would happen to their education. The students joined the Crimea State Medical University under the European degree conduct of for 6 years. Russia, however, offers only a 5-year degree course.
Now the NCI accept the degree. Why? Because the NCI told that they are accepting a degree which will be of 6 years, but the Russian degree will be of the 5 years. So we don't know what's going to happen and what the decisions they'll be taking. And we are getting embassy person has come here and spoke to the students regarding the same problem. They are going to wait by 24th of this March so that all the problems will be solved and whatever decision takes place by the university and this, so that we deciding what step we're going to take.
For the families of the students, their safety was of greater concern.
He was hostel. He was not able to go outside. He went to the ATM. Even ATM was closed. He was not able to withdraw money for 2 or 3 days.
In a meeting held 2 days ago, the Indian Embassy has promised to come out with a concrete solution by 24th March. Meanwhile, the students are keeping their fingers crossed. For CityCast, this is Prabhakaran from Bangalore.
The images we've just shown you are taken from Google. So from Crimea, we move off to Bangalore and the tussle at the Toyota factory. Day 4 of the lockout movement at the car manufacturing unit of Toyota factory has finally seen some movement. Employees demand that the lockout should be shifted, and our reporter Prabhakaran gives you the details.
Employees of Toyota who have been participating in the lockout from past 4 days have finally asked for the lockout to be lifted. The lockout was declared on Sunday night following a demand for a hike in the annual increment by the employees.
I have to lift the lockout and then they agree. Asking the Labour Department to prohibit the lockout now.
This development has come after a series of meetings over the past 2 days with the management and the Labour Secretary. Employees say that they are ready to work once the lockout is lifted.
ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಕೂಡ ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಹೋಗ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ರೆಡಿ ಇದೀವಿ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬಟ್ ಇದೇನು ಸಿಒಡಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಡಿಮ್ಯಾಂಡ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಆಲ್ಟರ್ನೇಟ್ ಮಾತಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇರ್ಬೇಕಷ್ಟೇ ಇದು.
Management has thanked the government for their intervention in the reconciliation of the process. However, we have no official confirmation from the management about whether and when the lockout will be lifted. This is Prabhakaran for CityCast.
A problem of different dimension is confronting a large population of Bangalore. Drug abuse is on the rise. Bangalore has seen a rise in the number of people who abuse drugs. Our reporter Ankit Keria speaks to an expert on the sidelines of a conference.
Almost 13% of the Bangaloreans are addicted to something or the other. At a recent conference, Nimhan's psychiatrist Arun Kumar said that more youngsters use drugs. The mean age of inhalant users is 14.78 years. In every 36 users, 6 are girls.
A lot of very good people have developed addiction or dependence before 25.
Around 41.7% of the people involved are unemployed.
People have different reasons for initiating, like some for the peer group, some for experimenting on new things, like they have a lot of novelty seeking, they want to experiment on different things, like some have poor family functioning.
Many people, through the help of few institutions, have been able to come out of it.
I must say I'm a recovering grateful addict today. Almost tempted to kill myself.
According to a survey, tobacco is the most common form of abuse at 69.4%, alcohol at 38.9%, and then cannabis at 22.2%. Opium and heroin comprise for 2.8%. A survey says more men than women discuss their addictions openly and are therefore able to reach help. This is Ankit Keria for CityCast IHNM.
In a recent rescue operation held by the Women and Child Welfare Department in Bosco Mene, children who were out sightseeing and meeting their relatives were also rescued.
Project manager of Bosco Mane says that the institution rescues children who are found in distress.
Is the problem and what sort of help the child requires. Then we send the child to our center in Gandhinagar, where the counselors will talk to the child again, find out the reason why the child has come to the come to the city. Most often it could be an exam fear, it could be some fight at home, it could be searching for a job, it could be for meeting their relatives. The reasons are many. But
rescue adults, why did you have to rescue adults?
Sometimes they come to the city railway station and they are contacted by the stakeholder groups. So Bosco also believes in including the stakeholders, the various groups that work in the city.
Child Protection Officer Anna Rao said that many children were brought to the home today.
Yes.
How many of them?
Totally, I don't know, actually 150 above.
150
Today.
above?
Today.
The Child Welfare Department, however, says that they are waiting for the consolidated report and have no clue about what's happening now.
Any information, consolidated information we have not yet received. They are doing it. They will give it later on.
Let's hope that the CWD gets its consolidated report soon. This is Aditi R for CityCast.
The strike by Military Engineering Services and Builders Association of India has been postponed till Monday. The MASBAI, headed by Aziz Ul Khan, has announced that the strike has been postponed after the announcement made by Chief Engineer Brigadier Kameshwar. He has promised the department to release an amount of 12 crores by 24th March for Bangalore research and development contractors. The contractor, whose dues are not paid since September 2013, halted the supply of water and electricity this morning. It was after the promise made by the chief engineer from Secunderabad that the Defence Research and Development Organisation at C.V. Raman Nagar received water and electricity supply.
Microsoft deal with Nokia, which was supposed to be done in first quarter of 2014, is further postponed. Our reporter Pushpanjali Singh asked Microsoft India Bhaskar Pramanik.
Microsoft had a press conference today in Bangalore, which was attended by Microsoft India Chairman Bhaskar Pramanik and Karan Bajwa, the MD of Microsoft India.
Nokia and Microsoft have signed an agreement for acquisition. We're waiting for the regulatory approvals.
So
and as and when it happens, we'll be able to announce that.
Okay.
But as of now, we're operating as two separate companies. Once the regulatory approvals come globally, I think we should be able to announce it. But that is obviously the intent.
India is Microsoft's next target for the Azure computing platform as well. The first Microsoft Azure conference in India showcased how the platform is open, flexible and cost-saving.
We'll return to the elections after a short break. Stay tuned.
Welcome back. As the election fever escalates, there are some who are actually feeling the heat.
Yes. Sorry for the technical glitches. The buzz of elections is definitely on, but this is not the time that school teachers look up to. Our reporter Sharmishta Maji tells us why.
Teachers of cities' government schools complain against mandatory election duties.
अच्छा मेडिकल प्रॉब्लम आपने दिखाया था
यूट्रस ऑपरेशन हो गया है डायबिटिक पेशेंट की
अच्छा
हार्ट प्रॉब्लम एंजियोग्राम कराती हूँ
फिर भी
टेस्ट नहीं ऑपरेट करते नहीं हैंडीकैप आकर है कैंसलेशन हैंडीकैप उनको मालूम नहीं होता था ये पूरा बहुत डिफेक्ट कंप्यूटराइज्ड ये करके डालती है ना ड्यूटी सलाट करती है ना बहुत डिफेक्ट और हम उर्दू मीडियम के स्कूल टीचर्स ना हम गाना भी नहीं आती कि कुछ भी ऐसा होता एक्सपीरियंस भी नहीं होती उठाए फर्स्ट ऑफिसर को डालते फर्स्ट पोलिंग ऑफिसर क्या मालूम है उनको.
In addition, they are assigned duties in faraway villages and finding transport is not easy. They are paid 625 rupees for 2 days of the duty. Almost half of the amount gets spent on travelling.
बसेस नहीं रहते, उन्होंने हमें 10 o'clock तक हमें सबमिट करके आना। पोलिंग ऑफिसर फर्स्ट नहीं दे सकते, हमें भी साथ में जाना। हमें सबमिट कर पाए तक हमें 11 o'clock बसेस नहीं रहते, 8 o'clock आना डबल फेयर है। 2 दिन तो कंपल्सरी इलेक्शन दिन में 2 दिन होना। तो बीच में हमने ड्यूटी इसे बुलाती मीटिंग को ट्रेनिंग देने वास्ते, तो वो भी अटेंड करना है। तो ट्रेनिंग के हमें इलेक्शन नहीं कर सकते, इलेक्शन ड्यूटी नहीं कर सकते हैं।
Election duty also means increased working hours.
मेरे घर में 4 इसम है, 4 अफराद हैं, तो उसमें बच्चों को देखने वाले कोई नहीं है।
BBMP says that exemptions are given whenever necessary.
They don't go for shortlisting teachers actually. They go to school colleges, they take the list of the teachers, they are having the list and accordingly they will put the duty. It's a national duty, it is for the nation, it is for the democracy. We all BBMP, government servants, they have to work for the the system. If he is physically unfit, definitely no question of taking him on duty.
Looks like there's a need for a more humane process for allotting poll officers. For CityCast News, Sharmishta Maji reporting.
The US returned Ravi Krishna Reddy is Aam Aadmi Party's candidate from Bangalore Rural. This Techie Tech talks to our reporter Abhimanyu Singh on how sustainable rural development is the key to the progress.
What will be your first step if you will win the elections? And according to you, what will be the best use of MP-led funds?
Half of the constituency lies in this Bangalore city and another half in the rural areas. So I'll be focusing on Ramnagar for value-added industry for silk, ginning factories and also silk sarees. People from Bangalore, they go to Kanchi to buy silk sarees. We want that to happen here in Ramnagar. And also there is toys and homemade, handmade products from Chanpatna. Similarly on Magadi and Kunigal also, and also Kanakpura.
In USA for 6 years, then suddenly you came to Bangalore. What was the main reason behind it?
I was writing in Kannada on various political and social and economic issues of Karnataka. I've been watching how the system has gotten into, how rotten it has become. Started participating in various social and political movements.
How are you managing your campaigning and advertising funds?
We are going to ask people to fund our campaign. 10 rupees, 50 rupees, 100 rupees, it doesn't matter. It's going to be people's campaign. We are going to ask people to come forward and donate. So 70 lakhs is the spending limit from the as per the election commission. We are not going to exceed that in no way. I'm optimistic that we are going to raise up to 40 to 60 lakhs, which is going to be, if we have that much money, we are going to have a very competitive campaign. I hope we raise up to 70 lakhs and do justice for this campaign.
The low-profile Reddy has a tough battle against the incumbent DK Suresh from the Congress, but that does not seem to faze him. This is Abhimanyu for CityCast News.
The elections might come and go, but people who have no say in decision about their lives continue to wait for succor. Stay tuned, we'll be right back after a short break.
Welcome back. Haki-Piki tribals continue to preserve their old tradition. Our reporter Niyati Handa talks to them and finds out more.
Haki-Piki people were removed by the government during Indira Gandhi rule from their original forest of Mysore and Gujarat 25 years ago.
Thrown out of our forests. We were asked to stop hunting. That was a livelihood. Until date, we don't know anything much except hunting. We used to hunt small and sell small animals.
जंगल का तो कभी भी तो वातावरण अच्छा रहता है, पूरा इस शहर का भी उधर का तो बहुत, जंगल का तो बहुत अच्छा रहता है सबसे बात। जानवर तो आप लोग बेचते थे, उसी से आने का पैसा तो हमारा परिवार चला लेता है।
Male members of the tribe go to various forests in Mysore to get the herbs.
तेल बेचते हैं, दर्द का तेल बेचते हैं।
नहीं
मीडिया
नजर नहीं लगेगा,
ये नजर को अच्छा है।
इधर नहीं, पूरा बारह वो जंगल में घूम के रहते हैं ना, वही जा रहे हैं।
अच्छा, तो वो आपके लिए लाते हैं?
लाख देते, सुनकर अपने भाव में ले आना, पैसा में ले। कहाँ पर ऐसा आपका लड़का वो काकुट
In South, no, this will you like God.
बैल का खुर रहता है ना, खुर में बनाते हैं, सेम रहता है, हैंडीक्राफ्ट है वो, उसको जो ओरिजिनल कैसे रहता है सेम रहता है, ये बैल के खुर में बनाते हैं।
अच्छा,
सिंग में वो इधर नहीं बना रहे हैं अभी।
People in the city domesticate dogs, but Haki-Piki people domesticate turkeys.
से लाते हो?
यह छोटा बच्चा इधर बेचते हैं, उससे लेके पाला है, 1 साल से पाला।
Women of Haki-Piki tribe play shatranj, which is also known as chess, with pebbles in their free time.
जना खेलते हैं, 4 जना का 4 रहता है, 4 रहता।
किसका जिसको इसमें आ जाता कि उन्हें जीत गी कर
पैसा
Even after so many years, these people wish that they were sent back to their native place. They still miss the ambience and fresh air of the forest. This is Niyati Handa reporting for CityCast.
Road widening on Mysore Road leaves vendors with no source of income. Our reporter Bharatwaj Sharma tells us more.
The vendors outside Gadi Anjaneya temple sell flowers and other offerings to devotees. The road widening project has left them with no place to go.
Earlier I was there, now I have shifted. Near the drain, it's pungent and filthy. Now I am in trouble, incurring loss every day.
On an average day, they earned about ₹300. Vendors fear that after extension of road, they might lose their shops as very little space will be left.
Temple officials have told me to give an area for the shop after the completion of work. On that belief, they are sitting over here.
Contractor says temporary arrangements are made for vendors, but most of them do not have a space to work. The temple authorities were issued a notice in January and had lost 12 feet of land for road widening.
BBMP has told to give us TDR. It's been 1.5 years, still we have not received it. Ultimately, they have not paid the money.
BBMP officials said that temple authorities have not yet relinquished their land, but they have physically given it.
Temple authorities will get the compensation only after they relinquish their land in favor of BBMP. Within 30 days we want to complete. But since due to these elections, we may think that time may go up to about 80 days.
In the midst of the road widening and the metro along the road, the vendors who have been here for many years have nowhere to go. This is Bharatwaj Sharma signing off for CityCast News.
It's time for a small interval. We have more stories coming up, including everyone's favorite topic, the sudden summer.
Welcome back. With temperatures suddenly soaring, the summer seems to have snuck into Bangalore. However, our reporter Amrita Trivedi finds out that people of Bangalore have already shifted to healthy cold drinks.
It is just the middle of March, but the summer heat has already started scorching the city. The ones who are happiest are fruit and juice sellers, whose business has gone up.
अभी 500,000 रुपये एक्स्ट्रा हो जाता.
Regular time 200 250. Summer time 300 400 daily. 2,500 a time. Full load.
The summer heat has made people shift from hot drinks to the cold ones.
Currently it's pretty warm and summer is picking up in Bangalore. So to cool ourselves, we prefer something more substantial.
ಕುಡಿದ್ರೆ ಪಾನಿ ಜ್ಯೂಸ್ ಕುಡಿದ್ರೆ ಏನಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಬಿಸಿಲು ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಬಿಸಿಲಿಗೋಸ್ಕರ ಜ್ಯೂಸ್ ಕುಡಿತೀವಿ, ತಣ್ಣಗಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಮನಸ್ಸಿಗೆ ಅಂತ.
Doctors advise people to drink refreshing juices and coconut water in order to overcome dehydration.
It is rich with potassium, which is helpful in maintenance of reducing the arterial blood pressure. It is rich with antioxidants usually helpful in dehydration.
There are still 3 more months to go, and it is clearly seen that these juices seem to be benefiting the customers and the sellers as well. This is Amrita Trivedi for CityCast.
Bangaloreans are turning shopaholics. Our reporter Riya Mukhopadhyay finds that Yugadi discount sales are to be blamed.
Ugadi, the Kannada New Year is around the corner. Many stores in Bangalore display discount banners and are crowded with Ugadi shoppers.
Ugadi special is shopping, sarees, dresses, like that, and we search for some good, like this Deepam good shops discount, so that we can get variety of designs, variety of collections like.
The shop owners are pleased as more and more people prefer to buy clothes in the season.
Once a year sale, that is on Yugadi, before Yugadi, 20 days of before Yugadi, and sales is very genuine and very awesome, and you get all fresh stock from the weavers, because this is all a weaver's choice what we have, and we don't get designers, we get designer sarees for Kanjurams and heavy range sarees, but otherwise the ranges are very reasonable compared to other stores that has been here for so long. Not only the customers, even we being the staff, we buy it on the sale time, and I think it is really enjoying it.
फेस्टिवल हिंदू का बड़ा फेस्टिवल है। युगादी का टाइम में थोड़ा ज़्यादा सेल्स होता है और हम युगादी के लिए नया साड़ी, नया डिजाइन का साड़ी लाया है। 20% डिस्काउंट।
अच्छा,
तो सर डायरेक्ट डिस्काउंट।
अच्छा। The buzz about the Ugadi festival seems to be on rise. This is Riya for CityCast.
It's World Sparrow Day today, and you can see the few signs of the bird. Earlier, Bangalore was like home to 25,000 sparrows per square kilometer, but the count has come down to 600 per square kilometer at last count. This too sounds implausible because in the city you hardly see any. You have to either head to the suburbs or funnily the airport to catch a glimpse of this once common bird. Is this a sign of things to come?
It's a sad day for the country as we see the passing away of a man who wore many hats during his lifetime. CityCast pays a tribute to the veteran Khushwant Singh.
Khushwant Singh pulled off many tasks in his 99-year stint on this planet, which ranged from being a lawyer, scholar, diplomat, writer, editor and an MP. His writings did not earn him many friends, but he made sure that when he wrote, everyone took notice. He expressed his disgust for hypocrisy in one of his interviews.
We are a nation of sanctimonious humbugs. What we practice one thing and preach something quite different.
The last book he wrote was released in October 2013 and titled The Good, the Bad and the Ridiculous. He defined his writing style in an interview more than a decade ago.
Well, somebody said that you made, what did he call, bullshit into an art form. And I thought that was the correct description.
Though that was not entirely true, his award-winning novel Train to Pakistan and his translations from Urdu and Punjab were clearly scholarly. The Indian reader will certainly miss both the scholar and the witty buffoon.
That is all we have for the day.
For more details, log on to www.citycast.in and have a great evening.